Hello, everybody. We're back. That looks like it's peaking a whole lot. Hold on. Hello, everyone. We're back. Welcome to the first ever Vengeance God streams. My name is Mikey Fatum, also known as Vengeance God, also known as Ambassador Kael, also known as probably some other stuff. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys. It has been such a long time since I've gotten to stream, since I've gotten to talk about Star Trek Online. And I'm really happy to see all of you folks in chat jumping on. I just made my whole world to see chat starting to light up the way it used to, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Really, really just honored and grateful for y'all. I'm excited to be here. You're excited to be here. A quick note today. Yes, as promised, I will be talking about okay, let me clarify that. You can ask me anything you want about everything that's going on with Cryptic Studios and Deca Games and Star Trek Online and Neverwinter and Champions. I will answer what I can. I definitely signed an NDA while I was with Cryptic Studios. It definitely still applies to me, and I definitely don't want to get sued. There's a lot of stuff I think I still can say, and a lot of like explanations and stuff. But you know, I don't know. Hit me with your questions, and I will see what answers I can provide. And hello, everybody. Hey, Hippie John. Hey, Beth. How you doing? Oh, it's so good to see you all. Hey, Stu. Hey, KDS. Hey, Disco Dragon. Hey, Endeavor. Hey, Galactic Gaming. Hey, Theron. I'm just gonna list off all your names. Hey, Glass Rose. Hey, Martin ARG. Hey, Mac1701. Hey, Easy FTO with Kath. Altani Book Lizard, it says being sued stinks. I really hope that's not spoken from experience. Yes, Glass Rose, I still love you all. Oh boy. Ice Queen 142. We're less than 3 minutes into my very first stream, and someone has asked me to provide them a ship. Y'all, I've waited to do this for so long, and I want you to know, Ice Queen, that I love you deeply before I say, I can't get you nothing! Oh. I have no power to get you an Obina class. I don't work there anymore. Now I'm just the person who I guess plays online with y'all and will also, be a fan of STO for the first time in 8 years. I saw that we got an announcement of the winter ship today. I had fallen a bit out of touch with things that were upcoming in the last few months there, as my own responsibilities started to wane a little bit. So let me pull this up. Hold on. We're gonna go studio mode so I can go to game so I can add a window capture browser. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, we're going to put this over here, and we're going to transition over. And let's take a look at the new ship together. That'll be fun. It'll be just like an old stream. So, everything from now at this point forward, please remember that I have absolutely zero power over anything or inside knowledge. You're welcome, Martin ARG, who is saying thank you for the Ferengi ship. I should say lots of people had a hand in that, and I had been pushing for that ship for years to come out, to get out to all you guys for free. Deca Games were the first people that I think they didn't have the context that the Gold Ferengi ship was, evil and cursed. So they when I reached out to the lead for STO at Deca, I just sort of said, hey, there's this ship that everybody wants and not everybody gets. Be a huge win if we just gave it out to them for free. And they went for it. And that's incredible. And of course, Jeremy and his team went ham on, upgrading the ship too. Is Bordicus really in charge over there now? Define in charge. Deca Games is in charge over there. But yes, Jeremy is, and he gave me permission to tell you this. He's the lead designer over there right now. So him and Thomas are kind of the. There's a couple other folks that are left. I think Weston is left. I think Travis is left. I think Ian is left there. Like those are all people all still working there. But I think Thomas is sort of doing Al's old job, and Jeremy is also sort of doing Al's old job, and taking over things slowly but surely. Yes. Bother Deca about the whale probe. Let's see what happens. Martin ARG. I actually didn't know this was the winter ship. I wanted to know that this was. I could have known. I could have looked ahead. I'm gonna be real honest here, and I'm sure some of y'all noticed. In the last couple of years, where not the last couple of years, just really the last year, we found out about the transition with Deca. Probably close to a year ago. And so we all found out kind of at the same time that you're going to have a job as long as Cryptic and Deca can keep you employed. But eventually everything's going to be transferring over to Deca, and you're going to be replaced. If you remember the stream that I did, probably the last stream I did for Cryptic, maybe, with Phil and with Brett, where we talked about, those developers that have left so far, they're leaving because they want to pursue new careers and nothing's wrong. No, those developers were leaving because they all knew they were going to lose their job, and everybody started looking for new jobs. I don't know why we had to put out that statement to y'all. It was the first time I've directly lied on stream, and I was really uncomfortable with it, as I'm sure you probably saw on the stream. Honestly, Fleet Admiral Sherwood says that sucks how we were treated. The circumstance sucked. How we were treated was not bad. Cryptic took extremely good care of us. It's not often you get to find out 6 months to a year in advance that you're going to lose your job and have time to prep for it. And Deca was always really good to us too. It wasn't like a bunch of people coming in and pissing on our grave. They all came in and wanted to work with us and chat with us, and they really were excited for the game. It was never their fault, so yeah. Me too, Kitchen Witchin'. It wasn't easy STO with cats. That's the point I was going to make. Thank you for reminding me, easy STO. So you may have noticed in the last year, I got worse at my job because a lot of the motivation went away. And I'm sure someone might quote that and post it on Reddit, and we'll get a comment of like, well, he was always bad at his job. But I definitely was worse in the last year. Just a lot of the motivation to do all the extra stuff that I liked doing was gone, and I feel bad because that sort of got taken out on you guys. It would have been better if I could have pushed through it, but I just couldn't. So that's how we ended up. What the last year has been like, with very little communication. That, and also there was stuff that I just wasn't allowed to communicate. The transition with Deca, we weren't allowed to talk about for months and months after we first found out about it. And so I can't, I literally couldn't say anything about it. So folks would see it in the news. They'd be like, hey, I hear Deca's taking over. Can you tell us anything about that? And I'd literally have to ignore the question. Hey, Bagel, welcome. I appreciate all the sympathy and stuff in chat. I want to point out, again, I was treated very well. I made quite a lot of money, and Cryptic took very good care of me when they let me go. I got a great severance package and stuff. So, so I don't think it's. I don't hold any ill will to them. If I did, I wouldn't be wearing a Cryptic shirt right now. Cryptic was the best job that I ever had, and I keep saying that the people who are gonna take over for me, who have taken over from me are really, really good. Some of you know Pharaoh already. It's Manny. He's over in Amsterdam doing his best. There's also 2 new DECA community managers that are already hired and already working. There's just some legal issues why they can't talk to you yet, and I don't think I can say what those legal issues are. But they're legally not able to talk to y'all yet. I have been told by both of them that they want to start streaming again as soon as they can, so that would be cool. Yeah, Dexter Bateman, me too. I love this game, and I really hope it continues on as long as it can. Hey, it was just Jerry. Welcome. Disco Dragon. My own mental health was why there were no 10 Forward Weeklies and Driftwood Taverns toward the end. Part of it was that as developers started to leave in droves, I started not having as many people to book as guests. I'm sure people have heard me say before, the folks on Neverwinter were always a lot shyer than the folks on STO, so they didn't really want to be on streams. And then as the folks on STO, when Jeremy came back to the team, he wasn't as interested in coming on streams because y'all are mean to him. Be nicer to Jeremy. He's a cool guy and I like him. I didn't feel like I could just have Thomas on every stream and run that for like 6 months. And also it was the thing I was mentioning earlier where there was stuff that I wasn't allowed to talk about. I, especially on the streams, tried very hard, hey Mara Morgan, to always be truthful with you guys. Jeremy's Bordicus, Galactic Gaming. Clipmander, yes, Deca did hire Bort long term. So he's going to be working on the game for the foreseeable future. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. All right. Well, someone remind me, but yeah. You should all be really excited that Bordicus/Jeremy is still working on the game. He's the best, and he works really hard. And he really, really cares deeply. And, yeah. I'm sure it's no secret that we stopped officially supporting the subreddit as it got more and more toxic, but it's still the most convenient place to get feedback, so a lot of people still read it, and I'm always like, don't go there. It'll just make you sad. Don't do it. Ha! British Gamer, you know what? I was going to say out loud that nobody wants me to have an OnlyFans. I know that's not entirely true. I could think of at least 3 people who would probably enjoy my OnlyFans content, but I'm not doing it because I'm not interested. Yeah, Jeremy's been around since the Stoked days. You're right, since the original podcast. Duncan! Hey, buddy. Welcome. Only Batleths, only Hulls. I like all of these. Oberth fans? Well, Theron, you were one of my best mods and I loved working with you for years and years. I'm afraid I have to ban you from this stream. Only births. Oh, God. Oh, no. Someone make a t-shirt design for me. Ahoy, Atraz 25609. Good to see you. Okay, so now obviously a little bit of my hatred for the Oberth was a bit because I enjoyed doing it so much and you all enjoyed doing it so much. But that doesn't change the fact that it is a powerfully ugly ship, y'all. Even the T6 version. They did a great job on that T6 version. But you can only polish a turd so much. Jerry, you could ask, but you gotta know, I don't know. Okay, KDS18 wants to know my honest thoughts on lockboxes. Here's the thing. I don't really know where I want to go with that answer. I think that we've come to a point where free-to-play gaming has been a thing for so long, and people expect games to be free and to give them things for free. And we're starting to get to a point where monetization is more ethical is not entirely the right word, but I'll go with ethical. I think things like battle passes are probably a little bit more ethical than lockboxes. But I think as I said many times on 10 Forward Weekly, if we didn't have lockboxes, Stowe would shut down, and that's true. We needed ways for the game to make money. Y'all wanted to buy ships. If we put ships in the C store, they made some money, but never as much as they did in a lockbox, and we needed the lockboxes to make the continuing money. So, Oh, hi, Hippie John's new kitty. Oh my god, Hicks is here? Oh, I'm not going to allow you to chat. But oh my god. For those of you who don't know, Hicks, if that actually is you, Hicks. Oh, okay. Okay, good. If that actually is you, I was going to say, please go get help. Please. But all right, I won't ban you if you say you're not Hicks. Mud's Market is another thing. Similarly, Disco Dragon, Necessary Evil. Our one of our producers came up with it one day, and it was a really good way to get folks access to stuff they really wanted to buy and get them to pay for it. And it started out really controversial, and then eventually just kind of settled into the regular groove, and people were willing to buy the stuff. So, Clipmander, I gave what a name. I gave that's like something Jay and Silent Bob would come up with. I did give them heads up about certain people in the community. I mentioned some folks, yeah. Yeah. Mino Dan, you're not wrong. They're not. So a funny thing happened on the way to Mud's Market. When it was first introduced, and this is not his fault, but one of my forum moderators asked me, "Are the prices real?" And I said, I meant to say, yes, they're real, but there will be often and random sales, and the idea is to pay attention to it. And that became, these aren't real prices, these are joke prices, which was not the case. Hey, Card Game Nut, welcome. Which was not what it was. The idea of Mud's Market from the beginning, and I think I said this on 10 Forward Weekly at least once, was that the prices would be high enough that you would be paying significant money to buy the things, but they would occasionally drop, very frequently drop to a much more reasonable level. Unfortunately, that got lost in translation, and my forum moderator made a post where people got it wildly out of hand and started talking about how, oh, the prices aren't real, they're joke prices, and none of that was ever the case. That was not how it was supposed to work. British Gamer. I can't respond to that in any way, shape, or form without getting myself in some kind of trouble. Yeah. Oh, wait. Disco D7 is coming out tomorrow. Is that a Mud bundle, or is that... See, this is how out of touch I am, y'all. The Disco D7 is coming out tomorrow. Is that from Disco Dragon? Is that from completing the event campaign, or is that from... is there a Mud bundle? Oh, Clipmander, it wasn't actually a big deal. It was, I saw the Nog ship on the calendar as an upcoming Mud thing. And I think they had already decided to pull it, but I quickly sent out a Teams message of like, hey guys, we can't ever sell this. It's a tribute ship. And everybody was like, yeah, no, absolutely, you're right. And then we didn't. Oh no, Endeavor, no, no, no! I have no power here. All right. I said we were going to go through and look at this new ship. Let's do that. So, this is the Helios. This is this is the ship that Crusher was commanding on Picard. That I think was the derelict one too, that they had all the like spooky stuff happen on. And it is a scout vessel. Now, I no longer have to pretend I know as much about ship design as I pretended I did. So scout vessels, I think, are like some kind of escort. Sounds right. It's an intelligence miracle worker. I heard that... No, I heard the console slots weren't high enough, that people thought they needed more console slots for it to be effective. I don't know. What do you guys think of the bridge officer stations here? Every time we released a ship, somebody always said the seating was ass, and I never knew enough about bridge officer stations to know why. So, Science Raider, says Narette. So if you want to go through and let me know, I would love to learn that finally. Okay, Chuckov says the bridge officer stations are pretty good, although he referred to them as the BO stations. And now I'm just thinking about how smelly your bridge officers are. Oh, okay, so in Discord they said the lieutenant seats are actually universal. I assume you mean lieutenant engineering? Because all these two are already universal. Okay, yeah, so it's all universal all the way down. Apparently, Ensign Universal, Lieutenant Universal, Commander and Commander Lieutenant Commander Universal, Commander Universal. Good to know. Thank you, SFC, and good to see you. All right, it's got dual cannons, and it's got okay. So this console power, I read it this morning. Sounds crazy. So basically, you get 3 different powers that can divert power from shields to weapons, aux to weapons, and engine to weapons, and all 3 can be online at the same time, boosting your weapons. That sounds like it's gonna real add to deeps. We'll see, but I'm interested. Oh, that's too bad the pundits couldn't make it, but you know, tell him I said hi. Mino Dan, I hear over the years that shields are useless. I like having shields. I don't know. What was the initial reaction when you said you wanted to give everyone the Nagus? It was actually... I sort of did it as a prank. Not really, because I really thought it was a good idea. But we were joking around in an STO-only leads meeting, and I said once again that I would really like everyone to have this ship. And we sort of jokingly were like, haha, what if we told Deca to give it to everyone? And I was like, ha ha ha, unless. And then once I told Deca and they were on board with it, you know, everybody on our team was on board with it. So, yeah. All right, British gamer. Anyway, and then this is cool. I mean, I know people are like, oh, shields are not as good, but I like being able to hand out shields to my allies, and I like having shields because it keeps me from blowing up. Yeah, the Borg shields that would adapt. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, yeah, Martin ARG. I mean, anything that makes a ship good or bad is a meta or DPS thing. I mean, every ship in the game is flyable. So, thanks, Mezzolino8. I'm actually curious. Oh wow, there's like 60 of you in here. Awesome. Okay. Well, I want to minimize this. And I think let's actually play the game a little bit. I recreated my character on my dev account. I never proposed pushing ham sandwich. I think I will play some Ham Sandwich in these games because that's fun. That I miss him and love him. But what I'm actually doing right now with this character is I am trying to re-get Strike from Shadows and Deadly Appear. Wait, no, sorry, Withering Barrage. I'm trying to get Withering Barrage back because this character doesn't have it yet, which means I just need to play with the Legendary Bird of Prey a ton so that I can then move it over to my ship, the Machla. So I don't know. What's the best way to up traits? Should I just run a bunch of patrols over and over? Or do you want, should I just do some TFOs? What's the best way? Patrols? Patrols. Okay, patrols. Do the 9th patrol once. Okay, let's try that. Be under T. So were we breaking me into the top 10 on the DPS leaderboards? I don't know. Oh, on Elite ones will do it. Well, I did it. I think I'm on... What am I on? I'm on normal, so this probably won't help as much.
Lead the way. Sure God will follow.
Somebody asked, and it went by, I think it may have been Hippie John, what the... Oh, Madrin. Hard for me to talk and listen to dialogue at the same time, I'm discovering. Anyway, someone asked if Deca has different development priorities. I don't think they do. I think what they want is pretty similar to what you all want and what we wanted. They want a very good game with a very good story. Our new narrative designer, who, again, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about who anybody on the Deca team is yet, but the new narrative designer is very, very excited and enthusiastic about Trek. So that's great. All right. Why did Nightbot delete that? Oh, okay. I have the don't use too many caps things on, and I probably should turn that. I thought I turned it down enough. I made it so you had to do like 60. I guess I'll have to press it higher. Now you can see that my bridge officer powers layout on this ship is terrible. I need to get more training manuals and rebuild the amazing Machla build that Cthulhu made for me way back in the day. But for right now, this is what I got. Do I know what the conditions were to get the Nagus for the original giveaway? Yes. Will I ever say? No. Yay, Cthulhu! What's up, buddy? I was just saying I need to get your excellent ship build.
Good news and bad news. The Ferengi ship.
That one is going to have to remain a mystery for the rest of time.
Unless you want to be our next hunt, you'll beam over those spores.
You treacherous! This deal gets worse by the minute.
Did anyone ever want to be hunted by Hirogen? I'm curious.
This deal is getting worse all the time! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bad things happening. Shields, shields. Shields to front. And here comes the part where I explode. Or maybe not. And nope, there we go. Does my account have any bitty tardigrades? I think so. I'll have to go to ground. Oh, that reminds me. Jeez. I gotta make sure I get the gold Ferengi ship. While I'm dead here, let's just do that. That would be a great mission. The whole mission is just you get to laugh at Madron while he's in jail. Go back to solo ISEs, you. I don't do solo ISEs. I don't do solo anything. Well, I guess this patrol is solo. Oh, man. Clipmander, far and away. I mean, it was before my time, but based entirely on what Morgan told me, there's never been any bigger controversy than the Gold Negus. I can't imagine anything ever topping that. Remember to open the box. Oh, do I have a box in my inventory that I gotta open? Galactic Gaming, everything you see me do is a skill issue. 8 years of playing this game at the very least weekly, and this is as good as I ever got.
The nerve of some... Now, don't be so hasty.
Engage tractor beam.
I'll add a cask of pre-supernova Imperial Romulan ale.
Nice of him to head in the direction I was already going to tow him. Yeah, T7 will never happen. They don't want to. They don't want to remake all the ships in the game again.
I had nothing to do with these ships coming to kill us.
The weirdest thing I had to deal with at Cryptic and STO. I mean, probably Hicks. I mean, T7 assimilated ships, at that point, that's just, T6X ships. I think. What up, Nihilus Zero? Thanks for joining. It's good to see you. Between the 3 games, which was my favorite and why was it Neverwinter? I'm sorry to disappoint, but there's a game that I'm playing on stream right now. I also love Champions. I didn't get enough time with Neverwinter to really discover whether I loved it or not. Was that not? That was not. I was looking for that. I look forward to getting an email from the new CM of what is this Jadestown thing and why are they talking about it? What did I just hit? Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Messing with you about what, Galactic?
They're down to the few ships. Keep up the pressure.
Listen, this ship build I have never spent much time on. I'm just pressing buttons and hoping not to die. Disco Dragon, I believe that was just a financial decision. But I really don't know. I don't remember that one. If it's what I'm thinking of, yeah, it was just a financial decision. But I may be thinking of a different thing. It's been a while. Yeah, stay in the dark, Duncan. It's nice there in the dark. You can never have too many Odysseys, unless you're Star Trek Picard, apparently. Yeah, then that doesn't make sense to me either, Clipmander, and I don't remember the exact situation. Sorry. I am... I have a perfect memory that never fails me. But also... Oh, I'm not going to get the chance to kill him before.
Well
Yep.
fought. Well fought indeed. They'll think Lodrin's on his...
Whatever happened to the Kelvin volcano suit that was mentioned several times? This is hilarious. We forgot it. They sent it to me to show off at that one STLV where we showed it off. They were like, "Oh, we're working on this. Here's the concept art for it." So I put it in the package, showing off all the new stuff, and then what was I gonna say? And then somewhere wires got crossed and people forgot we had it. They made it, it was done, but it never got hooked up to an item for systems or anything like that. People literally just forgot. And then, you know, every now and then we would be looking for a reward for something and I would bring it up, but the reaction would always be like, it's an EV suit. They're not that popular. You know, we don't know what kind of build we'd make for it. So, yeah. Oh, Cthulhu. Oh, the Discovery Andorians. Making a new species for this game is really hard art-wise. Just insanely difficult. And Amelia, who was our character artist, besides Ian, who was our lead character artist, she would constantly be working on that every spare minute she had. But it's a lot of freaking work. And it just didn't happen. And yeah, I mean, it was this really cool idea, but what I showed y'all at STLV that one year was just the image of Jeffrey Combs. It was never, I think wires got crossed there. I don't think it was supposed to be, and we're doing Discovery Andorians soon. So people kept wanting to do it. People kept asking for it, and I kept telling people they wanted it. But I don't know if it'll ever actually happen. I hope it does. But, you know, that was... Amelia was the one working her butt off on that, and she's gone now. Just like I am. So, but maybe the new character artist will do it. Hey, Jerry, I have no power here. Hold on. Hippie John, was it awesome being the writer for superhero stories and champions? Aside from the lore blogs, do you ever get to do any writing for STO that's in the game that we don't know? Well, the lore blogs are in the game. I don't know if you all discovered that. That was Jesse's last gift to me, and I'm forever grateful to it. They're an ops at Deep Space Nine. And I'm so glad that Deca has brought those back, by the way. You saw the first one. But I also wrote the Museum of the Future that you see every year for Star Trek's birthday. I wrote all of the text in that, and I chose out all of the images. I don't think I ever wrote any in-mission dialogue, but I did do that. I was very proud of it. Oh, yeah, if you want to join my Discord. It's the Discord for this streaming, for my podcast network, the Ace of Geeks podcast network, and for the League of Swords.
You have entered an area controlled by the
I will always pick. You have no right to tell us what to do. Every single time.
Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Oh, thanks, Hippie John. I'm glad you like it. That's my baby. That's my true baby on this earth, is the League of Swords. And I'll throw that in the chat so you guys can learn more about it. Hello, Deadbird. Yeah, let me get the Discord logo so I can put that in YouTube chat, or the Discord link, which means I'm probably going to explode while I'm doing that. Because I'm getting shot a whole lot. But there you go. There's the Discord link, YouTube chat. We need a playable Borg tactical cube. Yo, I want it so bad. There was a lot of stuff over the years in Star Trek Online where perfect was the enemy of good. And there's one of my favorite potential features of the squadron ships or swarm ships. Playable squadrons is one of those things. Playable squadrons look great right now, but our developers all deeply, deeply care about Star Trek Online, and they don't want them to look great. They want them to look perfect. And the Borg cube is the same way. We could put a Borg cube in the game tomorrow if we wanted it to bank and to turn weird and to look not quite right. But looking not quite right is fairly unacceptable for anybody who is in Star Trek Online, who works on it. That's just how it is. We need a bot left called the Sword of Kael lets. Oh my god. I will hold that joke in my heart forever. Who pushed for the Heritage Bundle for Star Trek Online? I will give you 3 guesses as to whose baby the Heritage Bundle was. It's not mine before you guess me. I think you will know fairly obviously who that was. Yep! Everybody in chat is saying, Thomas, you are 100% correct. Thomas had the idea, Thomas pushed it through, and then after it came out, so the Heritage Bundle, and again, Deca is amazing, and they're doing great, and they're going to take really good care of y'all, but the Heritage Bundle was before Deca really started doing anything, really, and, had been entirely a cryptic thing, and somebody commented on, I think Reddit, like, oh man, Deca's doing so good, look at this Heritage Bundle, and so Thomas literally stepped in on Reddit to be like, nope, we made this, because he was so proud of it. I loved that bundle. I was so glad we got the chance to do it. When we finally found out we could do ships from other video games, that was a great day. Yeah, Heritage did sell extremely well. I think, obviously the 10th anniversary is our best-selling bundle of all time, but I don't think it did comparable, but I think it did a surprisingly good job. Yeah, I would love more KDF and ROM ships. Hey, Excalibur. But obviously I would love more KDF ships. I think Klingon designs are the best. Yeah, it'd be great for a Heritage 2 Electric Boogaloo. I would be down for that. I mean, the thing, Deca understands what they need to do, I think, to sell you guys starships. I think they know as well as you all do that nostalgia is the main driver of Star Trek Online. If you want to look at why, a lot of more modern ships don't do as well, it's because, it's not because they're any more objectively ugly than an Oberth, but they're not the ships everybody grew up with, therefore they're not considered as good. They're not as desirable. Yep, more non-fed ships only come if people buy them, and they'll only buy them if we make them, and we'll only make them if they buy them. It's a cycle. Oh yeah, the trailer for the Heritage Bundle was another Thomas Maroney baby. He worked really hard with Weston and with Deca's animators to make that, they did a beautiful job. But he had, the idea. Endeavor, no, what would people buy? I have no idea what you're about to say. Yeah, there's a whole thing, Disco Dragon. We had a bug on Champions a while ago where there were certain players who had, through some sort of weird grandfathering, been given access to unlimited character slots, and they had so many that it would crash other people's games. That's why we're very careful about what slots we allow people to do and stuff. Fragrance! What up, buddy? I mean, honestly, if we could, if it was possible, I would love to make, for the game to make, and I guess it's not me anymore, it's not we. If they could, I would love for the game to just make nothing but lower deck stuff for a while. Like, just really lean into the silly. Hey, Salakdar! Galactic Gaming, I have no doubt not only that you have achieved that, but that it is something you have achieved semi-legitimately. Zero doubt in my mind whatsoever. Oh, Moopsie, yes. Yes, I also want a Moopsie. I definitely don't have any insider knowledge over whether that is coming or not. Also, your bones look delicious. I don't know if anyone's told you. T6 Moopy. I mean, honestly, a console that just fired Moopsies, or Moopsies and Tribbles, or Moopsies and Tribbles and Badgie into your enemy ship to disable them would be... That would be wonderful. I would love that. Why do I get the feeling British's response to Galactic Gaming is going to be British yes? I love people's Star Trek Adventures games, Theron, that are, you know, like, that are based on STO. I've loved hearing about and even playing in some of them. It's great. Is Deca going to add any more playable factions to the game? Was asked by someone named Terran Empire. Terran Empire, Emperor, is there a specific faction you wanted? I have no idea if Deca's ever going to. You know, they might look at it and say that it's worth it for their time. I know Al particularly got very burned by City of Villains. City of Villains was this constantly requested, you know, we want to play as villains in City of Heroes, we really want to play as villains. And then they put all this work into releasing a villain expansion, and it had a much lower player base than City of Heroes. And that sort of led to the philosophy that people don't actually want to play as villains. It's just a quiet or a loud minority that wants to. I think that might be true. And I base that entirely on that one episode where you had to play as a Zenkethi and everybody was mad. Will there ever be a mirror anti-Kael? I met him a couple of times in the storyline. Do we call you Kael, or what do you want to be called? You can call me anything. My name's Mikey. I'm going to be going by VengeanceGOD on this channel, because that's my name that I've had since middle school. I specifically made a new name for Star Trek Online, and if I get a new community manager job, I'll use the Ambassador Kael name for that. But, you know, call me whatever you want. Well, don't call me whatever you want. You know, don't call me... I'm trying to decide how adult I want my stream to be. Okay. We're almost there. What patrol should I run next, everybody? Yeah, 90% of players played as Paragons. So... Yep, Terran Emperor. There's a lot of people that say they want a Terran faction, but there's a lot more people that probably don't. You Vegance Dog? I mean, at least you remembered the A in Vengeance. That's what people mostly forget, Jerry. Hi, Mystic Tree! Welcome, welcome. Oh, man. We've still got 2.5 hours of this stream. I'm used to streaming for like an hour. I'm definitely going to have to take a break at some point in here. And I have an idea I have a plan already for what to do when I want to take the break, but I'm definitely going to go a little bit longer first. Yeah, one thing that I was always really sad about Con Head is that I feel like Cryptic established itself on having insanely good character generators, and moved away from that in later games. You know, Star Trek still has it. Champions obviously has it. Neverwinter started to get more limited. Magic was really limited. I can't talk about the next game we were going to work on, but it also was didn't have much character creation. And you know, the reason that happened is because they were because it's a lot of work to create all those costume options, but I still think it's something we should have leaned into as a company. Made that our thing. What's this? Oh, my Grand Nagus. Okay. Vengeance Kael God, Health Food Lord of Death. I like that, Dexter. Thank you. Thoughts on Ground Barbie? I love Ground Barbie. Is STO the most profitable game for Cryptic? Yes. Right now, currently it is. I don't think that's inside baseball to tell you all that. It switched back and forth between Stowe and Neverwinter several times. But as of when I left, Stowe was the most popular. Chuckov, I don't even know how you would do a Terran new character intro mission chain. It's like, you're awful, you kill everything, you're mean. Oops, you're in the main universe. Now you're going to save people. Are there any more Mirror Universe bundles coming to the game? I have no idea, Terran Emperor. And that's going to be the answer to a lot of questions. Like I said, I sort of paid less attention as we went on. Yeah, Hippie John, you're not wrong about that. The Foundry death was a very sad day. We all fought for it so hard. And I mean everybody. It was broken all the time, and it was just using up too many resources. And that, unfortunately, is the truth. I wish I could say, now that I've left, I can tell you the real story, but that is the real story. Yeah, I guess Dexter Bateman said just be a mirror jerk until you can't, is the only way to do Mirror Universe Captain, which is, by the way, the Michelle Yeoh story in Star Trek. I love that character. Thomas gets big mad about that character because she's evil and genocidal and a cannibal, and I'm like, you're not wrong. She's so sassy, and I love Michelle Yeoh. It was fractally broken by the end. Yes, 100%, Duncan. Yeah, Ryokan 0D, I loved playing Foundry missions. Some of you guys were the best Foundry authors. You wrote really, really good stories. I mean, Duncan had optional dialogue that forced Maria and I to read love stories to each other in Harley Quinn and Goofy's voice. It's one of the greatest days. Oh, welcome, Gwynn. Good to see you. Speaking of Michelle Yeoh, anybody seen Wicked yet? Because holy shit, y'all. I saw it on Sunday. No, Saturday. We went to a Saturday morning show. There was a showing at like 9:50, which was what we could do in between my news side gig and, you know, taking care of our daughter. And oh my god, like 2.5 hours of 2.5 hours. So the original Broadway musical is 2.5 hours. The fact that this is just Act 1 and it's 2.5 hours long should be insane. It should be stretched out like a Hobbit movie, but it's so good. They really just let all the moments breathe. Con Head, that's all right. You know, I don't like Urinetown. Everybody has something they hate. Zero spoilers, Katie asked 18. Someone's green in it. That's a spoiler. Martin ARG, I wouldn't count on Deca making a new Foundry, but you never know, maybe. And also, Ariana Grande is a really good actress and an amazing singer, and I did not know either of those things. I just knew her as kind of the pop girl with the ponytail. All right, 30 seconds until we get ninth rule again. Let's just wait for that. When was the decision made to skip the September story drop? Probably around July or August, I think. When we realized that everything just needed more time. Well, not everything. The stuff we released didn't need more time, but yeah, Maria was the best. Salaknar. She was one of my absolute favorite people. Let's see. Poster stuff. There it is. I just realized I hadn't posted about this on the Cryptic Alumni Discord, which, yes, is a real thing, and no, you will never get in it. Just for us, sorry. But talking about Maria reminded me I should post there and let people see it. Cheops 99, they did not. Ships were not part of this effort. Oh my god. Karen, what is that? What have you done? What have you done? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so ninth rule is probably available for me now. And we'll do it on advanced, which means I'll probably blow up a few more times, but get us the last few steps, hopefully. People are shouting, Sphinx is here, and Sphinx, no! Oh, that must be the person that I saw with the crazy character. Yeah, I saw this Gru from Despicable Me once, too. No, Werald, you're not wrong. That is the atypical Karen. Or typical Karen, not atypical. Atypical would be if she was different. It's funny, so I'm doing this. I turned off the overhead lights in my garage office because I've got these new lights. It looks really good on camera, but I'm just seeing these two big bright lights out there, and then the rest of the garage is dark, so it looks like I'm like streaming at like 11 o'clock at night from my perspective.
Sorry.
All right.
The Carter is ready to
Here we go. Thanks, the Carter.
Lead the way. Sure God will follow. Reading a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class.
Was the 20th anniversary platinum title Kryptonian expected to blow up on the Superman clones on Champions? Oh, because it's Kryptonian, but it's not Kryptonian? Yeah. I think... I mean, I think we probably knew that would happen, but...
Well, that's what you get for doing your own thinking, friend. Leave enough of their ship.
Oh, man, I miss Trendy. We haven't talked in years. We used to hang out all the time after I first got the job. We played in a TTRPG campaign together, and then we just unfortunately kind of drifted apart. But she's one of my favorite people on the planet. It was one of those, like, nothing in particular drifted us apart. We just sort of didn't see each other for a while. I don't know if she's... So I had a friend in college who I hadn't seen for years, and then one day I found out they were dating Morgan. That was kind of hilarious. I don't know if they're still together, though. Because, again, haven't talked in a while. Hello, CJD Day. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad so many of you are here. That makes me really happy. And I know a lot of you are here to talk STO and see STO, and I'm happy, or other cryptic things, and I'm definitely happy to do that. But do keep in mind, we're going to be streaming other games on this channel, too. Tomorrow we're going to be doing RoboQuest, which is a really fun first-person roguelike. Wednesday, we're doing Final Fantasy XIV. Thursday, we're going to be doing Blade Song, which is an insanely cool ship or sword crafting game. And on Friday, we're going to be joining the hordes and throngs of people that are going to be playing Marvel Rivals, because I'm so excited for that game. I don't know if you all saw the reveal trailer, but there's going to be but there's a whole bunch of new characters. Wolverine looks amazing. I think he might be a tank, which playing Wolverine as a tank is a dream. Oh yeah, follow me in both places, CJDJ. I love that. These are going to be every weekday, Ice Queen, until I either find a new job or something else comes up, or if I start making enough money doing this, then they'll be every weekday forever. Yeah.
Well, there's good news and
Let's say the bad news. But yeah, we're going to be streaming every weekday. You can see the schedule down below. Every Monday will be Star Trek Online, because I love you all and I want to keep hanging out with you. So I suspect that'll be my most popular stream, but I would love to see y'all for some other stuff. RoboQuest is going to be really fun tomorrow. You can all laugh at how bad I am at roguelikes. Oh, good. So maybe y'all will be able to pick up some Twitch drops watching me on Friday for Marvel Rivals. I don't know. They also revealed Squirrel Girl today. I thought Squirrel Girl was going to be a support character, which, you know, is probably sexist of me. She's actually a duelist, which means she's a DPS character, and she is going to wreck so many faces. It's going to be great. What's this Start Wreck Online you speak of? Is Rivals going to be free to play? I think so. But I actually don't know. Let me look that up. As it said, will Rivals be free to play? Yep, free to play. I assume later on I assume they'll charge for skins and stuff. It'll remain to be seen whether they'll charge for heroes. Duncan, I love that you answered that question honestly. Mystic Tree is a big STO player. They've been here a lot. They won't charge for heroes, they said. Oh, that's great. I hate how I log into Overwatch 2 now and I see the battle passes and it's the only way to get a new hero. I also hate how I log on to Overwatch 2 now and I play 2 games and everyone tells me to never play tank again and then I stop playing forever. Not that I speak from personal experience. FSC 2411. Does this game have a wiki? It has 2. One good and one evil. One only tells the truth, the other only lies. No. What does this do again? Okay, I don't need to do a speed boost right now. I don't think Overwatch 2 ruins the original. It just is the original. You know, they didn't really change anything or make anything exciting out of it. Oh, what? What link did you post, Mystic Tree? Oh, okay, to Stow Wiki? I'll do that. Was there a ship release that bombed really bad and nobody bought it? I think that would be a like business stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about, if I'm perfectly honest. But I don't know for sure. Thank you, but you're still under arrest. All right, let's drag him off.
Oh, I have a tunic worn by James.
Yeah, Evil Mark 443. That's how I feel about Marvel Snap now and about Destiny 2. I lost too much time.
For action. And not a moment too soon. It looks like Madron's treacherous friend.
Disco Dragon, I don't know about the functionality of the Xbox report function. I know there were reports that it didn't work on PlayStation for the longest time. That may still be the case with Xbox. Yes, we do need gore and wrestling in the game. Just because we need wrestling and everything. Come on, lose your shields. Oh, good night, Scorpion. Good to see you, man. Mito Dan, you're not wrong. Disney Speedstorm has some very aggressive pricing. My daughter loved that game, and she kept wanting me to play it in front of her, and then she kept being like, can we get this character? And I'm like, no. Oh, that's even better, Evil Mark. I want to see that. Martin ARG over on YouTube is saying they have almost every ship in the game except for one, now that they've got the Golden Aegis. I wonder what the one is. Also, I love how I spawned getting shot. Stop targeting me, I'm cloaked! I tried the first Ascendant, Duncan. I don't... And this is... I'm going to sound old as hell. But that's only because I am old as hell. I don't think I get extraction shooters. And if y'all want to see me try one on the these streams, you know, that'd be a really good game. I want people to recommend games. There's going to be if there isn't already, there's going to be a channel for that in the Discord. Ow. Let me see if I made one already. Yeah, I want people to request and recommend games for me to play because, you know, while we've got Monday for STO and Wednesday for Final Fantasy XIV, everything else is kind of up in the air. Oh, that one's a looter shooter, not an extraction shooter. Okay. Never mind then. I might enjoy it. Oh, man, I hope Indiana Jones is great, too. I have been on the fence back and forth about Elden Ring. I am very bad at Souls-like games. But it would be fun. Everyone talks so highly about it that I kind of want to try it anyway. Oh, I love Gigabash. Please request that game, because I would love to play that on a Thursday sometime. Depending on how popular the Tuesday streams are, I may stick with roguelikes for Tuesday, or I may switch to doing, you know, like, random games on both days. Baldur's Gate 3, I should beat that game. I'm very close. I have played The Old Republic. It didn't grab me for whatever reason. I like it, but just never really pulled me in the way this game or 14 did. Oh, I love Balatro. That's a good idea, Hunter Bahamut. I think that'll definitely be a roguelike game one day. Ooh, Star Trek 25th anniversary. That's fun. What is 5M, KDS? Hey, you know what's the coolest new ship from the Discovery era, from the original Discovery era? It's this right here. It's the Cleave. Just the very idea of the Klingons built a space knife that they'll use to blow up their enemies by using it as a space knife. I love it. It's silly and wonderful. Yeah, I saw that, Stu. I'm very excited to play a Drunken Monk. So I played in 4th edition D&D. I played a Minotaur monk for years, and I really want to play one in Baldur's Gate. And you could do it with mods, but because the Minotaurs are in a different animation skeleton, in every cutscene, your character is just like this, and you can't change your outfit. You're just a big, Minotaur wearing cloth. So Martin just needs the Voth Bulwark Dreadnought Cruiser. Anybody got a spare Voth Bulwark Dreadnought Cruiser they want to just send Martin so he can have every ship in the game? Oh, man. Disco Dragon, I love that story. I love the Vengeance. Into Darkness is not a great movie. Although I still cried when Kirk, quote unquote, died. But man, the Vengeance is such a cool design. And it's my name. I mean, I gotta love it. It's my name. What up, bouncy person? Who's this? Jones? Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? I see Ki Adi Mundi from the Jedi Council made it. Hey, Nick! What up, buddy? Stanky Boy, yeah, both Nick and Thomas and Jeremy are all there still. Like I said, I believe Weston is and Ian is. So there's a few people from the STO team that are still working. Most of them are technically still working for Cryptic. Cryptic Studios as an entity is not gone, at least yet. So many cool effects. Mito Dan, I've never made it through Star Trek V. Screw it. I see a Duncan, I think. Or a Stu. I've never made it through Star Trek V. I keep trying. I never have. So yeah, like I said, y'all, I mean, the Deca people are good. And they're doing a great job, and they're going to put out some cool stuff. But you're also in good hands with some of our favorite people that you can absolutely trust from the Stowe team that are still working. Hey, Ice Knight! All right. Did that do it? Am I there yet? Oh my god! I know from 4 to 5. I thought Duncan wore a top hat sometimes, Stu, but I could be crazy. It's possible. Should do my reputation while I'm here. My my dev account had every reputation completed, and going back to having to start over on all of them is it's a thing. Nihilist 0. All right, I may have to, if you're all going to send me a lot of friend requests, I may have to do the, I won't accept them on stream, send them later thing. Oh, I love it. I love the way that thing enters. I'm gonna... Why do you want me to join a team, Jones? Let me know before I accept. Martin ARG, refresh my memory. Is it... 4 is the Wales one, right? Because that's my favorite. I know, I'm a bad Trekkie for not knowing that. Yeah, okay, 4 is Wales. 4 is my absolute favorite. I love that movie. Oh, it's beautiful. I gotta tell you, on my last week on the job, I went to, we had to do that triple test, and then I went and hung out in Quark's bar for a little bit. And a bunch of players that were there that day gave me the torch emote, like I was a dead Star Trek actor. And it was one of the most meaningful things anyone's ever done for me. If 4 is your favorite, how come we never got a whale probe? Because I don't decide what ships we make. I told them you wanted one. Nihilus. Listen, Kitchen Witchin', if we learned anything over the last few years with all the random conservative folks, Mac, good night, who claimed to be Trekkies, apparently Star Trek wasn't subtle enough. Apparently they needed to hit that hammer a bit harder. Alright, I need to go through and make Nightbot lighten up. Give me a second here. Yeah, okay, but how do I... There we go. Okay, chat moderation. I'm just gonna turn off excess caps and excess symbols for now. I trust y'all. Oh, you guys didn't have to... I wasn't fishing for that now! Oh, no! 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 Run away from the feelings! Run away! Your feelings can't catch me! I will regret that. I'm gonna go do something manly, like fight in the Botleth arena, so I feel better. No, no! Alright, but seriously, what should I do? I would love to just get this last little bit here. I need 7,180 experience points. Should I just run Argala again? Will that do it? My honest thoughts on Lower Decks opening credits? Freaking magical. I almost said drop the F-bomb, and I still don't know if I'm allowed to do that on Twitch, but melee weapon fight! But just expertly done. The way that it is a Star Trek opening while also parodying Star Trek openings, I love every minute of it. Yeah, Arcade Flame Poby, that is absolutely true. We at least explained it, explained away the first Elon Musk reference on Discovery by being like, well, that's a mirror universe, Captain. Of course he'd love Elon Musk. Look, it took me so many years of pushing to get them to make a badgie pet and combat pet. So, my hope is that one day we'll get, lower beluga whales, and probably won't get playable beluga whale, like, playable characters, but I could see duty officers happening. How does one be cheeky in the 9th rule? Cthulhu. Do Argala again. Where is it? I know it's way down further than I think it is. Okay, it's wanted. Okay, Tuber Boy has listed the names of all the movies, which is 1, Giant Trippy Space Tube, 2, Khan, 3, The Search for More Money, 4, The One with the Whales, 5, What Does God Need with a Starship, 6, The Best One, 7, Nexus Nonsense, 8, The Best One, 9, Excuse for a Hot Tub Scene, 10, Double Picard, All the Way Across the Sky. What does it mean? I added that last bit myself. Just going to pop some plugs in the chat here, folks, while we're doing that. Please come and join my Discord and hang out with me. And please check me out and follow me on socials. There are so many theater companies that have produced plays, Shakespeare plays in the original Klingon. And I've never seen one, and I would love to. Why did STO never get Twitch drops? Because they didn't do very well on Neverwinter. Perfect World, back when they were Perfect World, tried them out for Neverwinter. Didn't work very well, so they didn't try them out for Stowe. Hello, Looney! Welcome! I like that. Kitchen Witchin'. That's a good headcanon explanation. Oh, yeah, Martin ARG. There is going to be a new actor coming into the game. And in doing so, it's also going to confirm something y'all might be interested in. And that's all I will say about that. You can ask me again once that gets announced. I miss the charity bundles. Charity bundles were a good idea. Thanks, Looney. Like I said earlier in the stream, a lot of people worked hard on that. It was just me who originally planted the seed. Grima Wormtongue style in Dekka's ear. But I really wanted to claim credit for it because I was losing my job that week and I wanted everyone to know how much I loved them. Oh yeah, the pink vanity shield. I've mentioned that before as something that all of you would like back. Similar problem to the Eisenberg in that, well, kind of slightly different problem, but that it's a ship that wasn't, or an item that was for charity, and so we don't want to just sell it. Not we. They don't want to just sell it. I mean, honestly, if we had ever done Gorn Wrestling, that would be what to do for the title belt. Just put a gold Nagus ship on a strap. What happened to the charity promos? They were something that were set up by our publisher at the time. And as things changed rapidly, there was less time and money in the budget for them. Hey! Hello! My father is in the chat and is letting me know that my daughter is watching. Hi, Fusion! I'm not going to say your name on the stream, sweetie, so if you're at home going, why isn't he saying my name? That's why. But, oh, right. I keep forgetting if this is a force cloak when I click it. I'm curious who your thought is, Thayer, and I'm not going to confirm or deny. Yeah, now I really can't swear. I mean, she hears me do it. I try not to, but she does. Do the charity bundles Boimler? Oh man, VengeanceGOD. Yeah, Kitchen Witchin', I try very hard, you know. I haven't had any issues with this with any of the cryptic fan communities. But I've heard experiences from friends of mine who are in community management who, you know, people did awful things with their, you know, family and stuff. I actually we had an instance where an article was going to come out about Andre when he was when he was the executive producer of the game, where it was showing a picture of him as a kid playing softball, and the picture was a adorable picture, but it was a little like strange looking. And strange looking isn't the right word. I don't really know how to describe what I'm saying. It was, you know how kids could just sometimes look a little friggin' weird. He looked a little friggin' weird as a kid. And I honestly said to him, like, don't let them run this picture, because anytime you do something the community doesn't like, they're gonna bring this picture back up. You know what? Mirror Boimler's the Emperor. I like it. Jeremy. No! By the way, if you all do find interesting things to clip on this stream, go ahead and clip them, because that's going to make my job easier. I know one of the things I'm supposed to do as a live streaming content creator is, you know, get highlights from the stream, funny things that happen, stuff like that, and, you know, put them up on YouTube or TikTok as smaller clips. So if you see anything cool, let me know. Also, hi, Jeremy. Welcome. I don't know how long you've been sitting there, waiting, but I've been talking up how amazing you are this whole stream. Do I think Lower Decks' final season will tie into STO's current arc? No. Not purposefully. They know about us, they love us, we've talked to them a bunch of times, but there's not a lot of interest from writers to tie into a 10-year-old MMO, as much as we all love it.
Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the assets. Possibly
I didn't say he was a weird-looking kid! I said it was a weird picture! Oh, no! Oh, wait. He can't fire me. He's not my boss anymore. He hasn't been my boss for years. Never mind. You looked weird, Andre. No, I did not know about that, and I didn't see that episode, the episode that had the Klingon Honor Guard armor in it until after I'd already been let go. And so I was very excited when I saw it. I jumped out of my seat, and my wife was like, "What's happening?" Yeah, Kitchen Witchin', that's never going to happen on this game. If somebody ever makes a different Star Trek MMO, I love Bridge Commander. It's really too bad that there's just not enough people who play VR for it to have a super big community like it should. The couple of times we played it on stream for Extra Life were so much fun. Does that make Andre the Goblin King? Yes, and also the Pumpkin King. Although I think he'd prefer to be called the Hockey Lord. Well, Mino Dan, if you're gonna loose Lower Decks in a few weeks, why don't you just tighten it again? Oh, I didn't know you could play Bridge Crew not in VR now. That's cool. Everyone go play it. It's great. Yeah, a Kitchen Witchin', I really hope, absolutely for sure, that this game sticks around for years and years. Sorry, I said Bridge Commander and I meant Bridge Crew. You are 100% correct. You guys don't have the Miranda skin from Infinite on console? I thought that came out on console. I literally had the thought of, I'll go ask someone about that, and then I realized I can't. I mean, I can. I have a lot of contact information for those people, but luckily, Nick and Jeremy are here. You go bother someone. Yeah, I think Looney Welsh, that's my personal headcanon, was that STO rewrote history into the Picard history with Butterfly. Martin ARG 1979, you were asking episode 7. I think you meant you were asking about episode 7 of Lower Decks. Unless you meant, you know, The Force Awakens, which I'm happy to talk about. I freaking love that movie.
Transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
Endeavor, no! Bad Endeavor. Squirt, squirt. Kitchen Witch in 84 says a Star Trek MMO, but you play the descendants of Janeway in Paris 5 million years in the future. Isn't that just the video game Spore? You just play as a weird, evolved lizard creature. I know, Disco Dragon. I'm very excited for Strange New Worlds to come back. There was a hilarious conversation around the Thanksgiving table last week where my father-in-law was like, yeah, I can't wait for that show to come back. It left us on such a cliffhanger. And then there was a beat, and he was like, what was the cliffhanger again? Spore was a great game. You know, it became known as the penis game, but it was more than that. Dad, if you're still watching, tell Garnet, not this week, but I'll be playing Dress to Impress on this stream at some point. I mean, Nick, be the penis game you want to see in the world? Oh, man. Yeah, you're right, Looney. If I start making merch, we've already had 2 merch ideas from this stream. Anybody else ever play the game when you were a kid where the entire point is just to yell that word as loud as you can, but you had to start quietly? That was a fun game, mostly because I'm very loud. All right, since we're doing Gorn puns and the Gorn Wrestling Federation has been brought up enough times, give me Gorn wrestling names. Gorn pun wrestling names. I want to hear the best you got. Ah, yes. Jeremy, I've heard that version of the game too, and that one I will not be calling out by name. Nick, sorry, I said Jeremy, I meant Nick. You gotta start quiet and then surprise them with how loud you can get. The Undergorner, Jason Gord, Mr. X, he Gord give it to you. Just The Rock. That's just your Gorn name there. The Gorndertaker, the Legion of Gorn, Gorneria, the Gorn Grill, just don't annoy World of Darkness. It's too late. They're already annoyed. They've seen their player base. I really love how those missiles fire. I'm sure they're not like the high quality, the highest quality console. I've got them mostly for the set bonus, but man, they look cool when they shoot out. What up, Donkamilius? Greetings, greetings. L.A. Gorn, yeah! I should make that when I get access to channel bits, I should make that a channel bit reward. Someone can pay bits to start a Gorn pun off. Macho Gorn Randy Savage. I like it, I like it. Hulk Gornon. Yeah, I see it. My game category should be labeled as STO. Oh, it's not. Oh, God. Oh, geez. That's depressing. Well, it wouldn't be one of my streams if I didn't make a catastrophic mistake on the first time I tried. Gorndy the Giant. That's a good one. Gorndre the Giant. That's even better. Are subscriptions turned off for a reason? Subscriptions are turned off? Oh, you can still see this window when it pops up. Let me, glad I didn't look at anything weird during this stream. Oh, I don't have that option yet. Okay. Yes, I have to hit 50 followers, which is weird because it says I have 214 followers. But I think I have to hit 50 followers over a certain amount of time.
There's been a lot of turbulent the K's on it. We have the suspect.
You gotta hit Twitch affiliate. Okay, that makes sense. Mission rewards acquired. Ooh, snacks. I like the Beowulf blade. Yeah, I just turned off the window capture, Stu. I know how to do this. I did it for 8 years. I know what I'm doing. Well, that's awesome. I hope, yeah, I hope I can get the average views that quickly. That would be awesome. Oh, right. Ship needs repairs. Thank you for reminding me. Now, where am I in Kronos? So far, we've been good about the friend requests. So, oh, I've got endeavors, too. Good call. All right, I'm pretty sure I went the long way. I am amazed that there's 72 viewers in here. Y'all are really cool. Now just make sure y'all come back tomorrow. No, you're cool. Three fist band drummer. Yep, that's me, Kel. Not Cal. Cal would be my Kryptonian name. All right, Nick. Remember, you can watch on your phone. You can just lay down and watch streams. I do that all the time. Hey, Jeremy. Take injuries out so I don't have to do this anymore. This is me making prolonged eye contact. Take injuries out, Jeremy. Do it. Do it for me. He just says, okay. Great. Perfect. We're done. Mission accomplished. All right. We got to do one more thing just to get to Withering Barrage. But I do kind of have to go to the bathroom. So we're going to do our first ever break. And we're going to have a special thing that we do here for breaks on VengeanceGOD streaming. And that is, you guys, every time I need a break, are going to get to watch an entire episode of the League of Swords, because they're only like 10 minutes long. So here's a command where you can find out more about the League of Swords at leagueofswords.com. And no, don't break things during the break. Please, God. And I'm going to mute myself and set that up right now and go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Yeah, it'll be episode 1. I'm going to show them in order, and then probably loop back to the beginning. So if for those of you who don't know what the League of Swords is, it's my show where I combine professional wrestling with sword fights with a sort of crazy video game character. So I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you in just a few minutes. On the League of Swords.
Their infinite wisdom, the monks of the way have seen fit to place me against the Saint of Swords. All saw what he just did. Sure, he's fast. He's very fast. He's incredibly fast. But I am the final boss. I am undefeated. And no one can stand in my way.
Fight!
Hello and welcome, Blade Masters, to the League of Swords! My name is Nungwaya, and I am with...
Oh, you're with Ron, the real deal Steel! World Champion of the Universe!
That's right, that's right. We have an extremely exciting first match for you that features Mongoose and the Bone Collector.
Oh man, I don't know what kind of bones they're collecting, but I hope they don't come after mine.
Now, let's get down to the tournament floor.
On the last level, and your last quarter, the final boss, Vengeance! From the forgotten depths of the forest, the wild beyond human dreams, from the chill of the grave, the shadow that stalks your soul, the Bone Collector! From the darkness of his own past, carrying the weight of two words, Mad Jack From the Lone Road, the seeker of his own justice, the Saint of Swords! From the hopes and dreams of all, the protagonist of pro wrestling, Kid
Beings, warriors, and gods of Los Angeles, my name is Thyra Relith, and I am the leader of the Monks of Way, the hosts and arbiters of the Grand Tournament. I apologize deeply that I cannot be there with you tonight, but I'm afraid that pressing business calls me away. You each received an invitation tonight because Los Angeles, in your year of 2023, has been chosen as the battleground for the Grand Tournament. Fighters from across all realities and times will soon be descending upon your city to battle for the crown of blades. The winner of this tournament, should they hold the crown successfully for a year and a day, will gain their heart's deepest desire. Fighters, to you I say, remember what is at stake. Forge your ideal world or die well. Enjoy the violence to come, and if you should have any questions or concerns, my door is always open to you.
Hi, Angel Boy. So you're the Saint of Swords, right? Well, a bit of a big mother, I'm going to say. Now, I don't know about the rest of these fools, but I figure you and I got the best chance of taking them all out, right? So, in the end of it, we'll have to kill one of each other, but, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. But what do you think? For now, partner. Thank you. Right. Oh.
Millions of years ago, the monks of the Way saved the universe. They did it by creating the greatest tournament of strength and steel the world has ever known. Welcome to the League of Swords.
Gotta dig deep, gotta feel the desire. Take a look inside and find what fuels the fire. Do I fight to live or do I live to fight? I wrestle with the beast inside me every night. It's the League of Swords, a battle for the crown evermore. It's the League of Swords, show us what you stand for. It's the League of Swords, now it's time to go to war. It's the League of Swords, better fight for your life.
Choose your fighter. The Bone Collector. Mongoose. Back on the edge of the ring.
Alright, the fighters have been selected.
From the forgotten depths of the forest, the wild beyond humans' dreams,
From the forest and full of pure determination.
from the chill of the grave, the shadow that stalks your soul, the Bone Collector!
The Bone Collector, he's from the grave, I've heard.
Oh man, that's gotta be cheap rent.
Who's ready to collect some bones?
Is that how he pays rent? With bones?
You guys, Mongoose, are you ready for me to collect your bones?
The fighters are squaring up. They are getting into positions, ready to clash. Oh, there goes Mongoose with an advance, trying to catch their opponent off guard.
Yeah, but the Bone Collector seems to have a hand up on this one so far.
Come on, Mongoose, you got this! Your skull's gonna look so good. You got to raise my back.
With that Mongoose, they're way too determined to give up.
I don't know, she should probably just give up right now. Like, who's gonna stop a dude who's like trying to collect stuff for his toilet?
Ooh! Block, parry. What a flurry. Oh, we have a strike! We have a connection!
Don't make it easy.
Oh, you're gonna paint it out.
See about that.
Alright, we have a disarm. If they lose both weapons, then a countout starts, and one of them could get disqualified.
No, I know you need some words. Hands like can't help.
I don't know. This doesn't seem like the kind of thing that either of them would really let happen.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
jeez.
hamstring! We have a struggle and a loss of a weapon. A countout has started. If Bone Collector cannot get his weapon, they will be disqualified.
Who needs your weapon if you're choking him out? You can stab
As
him
long
while
as they
they're
can do it within 10
unconscious.
seconds.
I've been choked out. It's real quick. It's fast.
Oh, and we have a win. We have a slay.
Oh my god, how is that supposed
Mongoose.
to happen? He had so many bones. Why didn't he use those to stop the stab? He collected bones.
He collects bones, but apparently not enough for this fight.
Ugh. Wait, so, like, what do they do with the dead body?
Well, they use a little magic and they bring him back to fight another day.
Wait, what? Oh god. Is that...
Welcome back, buddy.
Is that how everyone does things here?
Yes, it's a magical event. Bring the wife, bring the kids.
God, I'm gonna have to talk to my agent.
Girl talk.
What did they get me into?
That I'm my Kid Bandit!
Yeah!
There is one more chance to see the League of Swords in 2023. Live at Los Angeles Comic-Con.
I forgot that ad was at the end of that video. That's hilarious. No, you can't see the League of Swords at LA Comic-Con 2023. That was, you know, a long time ago. Three Fist Band drummer, great. Thanks for joining. We should hang out sometime. Like you said, we should all play together. Also, I just noticed like 1 billion of you joined my Discord. That's awesome. Thank you. There's the link to it if you haven't yet. And if you enjoyed the League of Swords, there's the link for that. All right. Well, looks like we got about an hour and a half left. I might make it the whole time. I might only make it an hour. It's been a while since I've streamed this long. But I want to do some more fun stuff with y'all, so. Oh, snap. It's the New Day, hopefully not breaking up tonight on Monday Night Raw. KDS, fingers crossed, man. I kind of want to watch tonight, but I don't have cable. It's the first time I've wanted to watch in forever. I'm just going to pop into Want It again. I also hope not. Woods is doing a great job acting like a total asshole. And we'll just see how it all plays out. Although Kofi was kind of an ass last week, too. No! You'll just get my face reacting to the game and you'll like it. Thanks, Jeremy. Bye, Fragrance. See you next time. Hopefully see you tomorrow. My brother and their partner are watching as well. Thanks, folks. That wouldn't be... No, the only other thing that I will never be able to do on this stream, unfortunately, is spoil upcoming STO content by having seeing a loading screen early. Yeah, that was wild, Ice Knight. That was, they both did a really good job of making us feel like they were saying all these things and been building under the surface for a while. But they were all character things. You know, it wasn't like that, awful worked shoot stuff you get sometimes in professional wrestling. You know, it was just them talking about reasons why their characters would be disappointed in each other's characters. All right, we'll see you in a bit, Endeavor. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you're still going when I wrap up in an hour or an hour and a half, I'll send you a raid maybe, or somebody else. I don't know. We'll see who's playing what out there. I don't know if the lurk command works, 47 Alpha Tango. I don't actually know what the lurk command does. Everybody misses the Attitude Era, CJ DJ. But then we look at the Attitude Era, you know, without the rose-colored goggles, and it's not, like, it's not bad. It's just not as great, maybe, as we remember it being. I think that was great about it was that they had time to, they took the time to tell storylines for everybody who was on screen. So there was always something happening that you could get invested in. Like, I got really invested in the X-Pac and Kane storyline back in the day. But Looney Welch, the World Wildlife Fund, is still around. Oh man, I wish I could have gone to WrestleMania 15. That's awesome. Is this a new Stowe account or the original Kael one? This is, I mean, it's technically new. I've had it in terms of like streaming, but I've had it for years. It's an account. Basically, when I started with Cryptic, I started playing on my developer account. And then like 2 months later, after I played the game a whole bunch, somebody, probably Jeremy, was like, why are you playing on your developer account? You, you know, if you ever leave the company, you won't get to keep all that stuff. And I said, ooh, and so I created this account and tried to recreate my character, but in the end, I just didn't want to redo everything, and using my dev account for streaming made sense, so this account is a bit underleveled from my other one. It's old yet new, yeah. Oh, jeez. You know, Three Fist Band Drummer over on YouTube was like, said they would love it if the loading screen issue got fixed. And I was about to ask what the loading screen issue was, and then I realized I don't have to fix it. I don't have to tell anybody. It's not my job anymore. Ryokan OD, over the years, I got a lot of stuff on this account from STO. They took good care of me. I just didn't get all the cool stuff that I had on my dev account, and that was mostly my own fault. Oh, right, my Endeavor perks. What does this do? I keep clicking on it. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. No worries, Martin. Kael is also my name. I mean, it's just half of my real name, so thanks so much for joining us, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, Kitchen Witchin', it's going to take a while for me to unlearn that I don't have to tell people. In fact, in some ways, I can't tell people about my, you know, about bugs that I hear about. I mean, I still can. I know Jeremy would listen. But I also don't want to be, you know, I like being friends with Jeremy. I don't want to switch that over to, like, I'm a player who's here to tell him about bugs. Oh, geez, I completely forgot to mention. Starting next week, we're going to go back to doing fan art on this stream. I'm going to keep the same email, ambassadorkael@gmail.com. So if you've got stuff you want to send in, ambassadorkael@gmail.com, send it in there. It doesn't have to be SDO stuff. You could send in other things too, but you know, I imagine a lot of you folks who are in here right now are going to focus on SDO stuff. Borderquist, I'm sorry, RoboQuest is tomorrow, but I'm glad you joined us anyway. You know, it's nice to have random people who I've never met before joining up for the stream. Oh, I'm very excited, Stu, and also somewhat terrified. I know it's not a No Birth. I know it's an Odyssey. Honestly, that was the best protest I ever got as a community manager. I'm going to send you pretty pictures of this pretty ship until you give me what I want. Hey, Jeremy, if you want that, you have the power. You have the power. You have the power. All right. 10 fake internet points to anyone who can tell me what I just sang. It's my favorite kind of annoying, Stu. How does leaving a CM job work? Do they have to change all the passwords when you leave? Yes. And also they have to trust me a little bit. There's certain things that I haven't been taken off of yet. You know, they would... It's in their best interest to change the passwords, even though I will never give in to my intrusive thoughts that say things like, promote your stream on the official STO channels. You still can. I would never do that, because I would get in a lot of trouble. I don't think I would get in, like, legal trouble for that, but it would just be gauche. Looney Welch, yep, you got it. That was from the He-Man and She-Ra, the original special that introduced She-Ra. For the honor of love, by the power of love, I have the power, I have the power. When's the next Yavin Radio? Coming soon. We thank you for asking about that. For those of you who don't know, Yavin Radio is my and my best friend's improvised Star Wars podcast. We started releasing Season 2, and then I kind of panicked because we weren't really promoting it very well. And so I pulled the brakes on releasing it until we could get actual promotion going. We hired the incredibly talented Katrina Dennis to do that PR for us, but I have sort of dropped the ball on keeping in touch with her and keeping on that. I need to do that. Thank you for the reminder. Hordak did nothing wrong? Hordak did nothing wrong? Hordak?
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming
So Theron, what happens to you folks as volunteer mods for the Twitch channel is completely up to you two. If you want to stay, you know, all of my forum moderators are awesome and sticking around to help with the transition. So if you want to stay in mod, you totally can. If you want to do something else with your time, you can do that too. I also am definitely going to be looking for moderators for this channel as we grow. So, you know, I'm not specifically calling out Theron there. I'm just saying if anybody wants that gig, let me know and we can talk about it. Have a great night too, CJDJ. Say that 10 times fast. And yes, please do smash that like button like it owes you money. Hit it like the fist of an angry god, as we used to say in the 2000s. Will the Cryptic channel get renamed to Deca, or will it stay Cryptic? I don't know. I believe Cryptic Studios as a named entity is going to remain for a long time. But I don't know for sure. I think Deca does have their own YouTube channel, but it would be somewhat foolish to abandon the one that I built. Good night, Mystic Tree. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Probably should have cloaked before I got that close. I heard people say that this this subspace jump is not a good power, and I'm not sure I understand that. It puts me in perfect flanking position every single time. What is it about it that people don't like? It's up to you, Theron. You know, I would appreciate the help, but also the channel is not currently at the point where I need volunteer moderators yet. I think after this patrol, I'm going to jump into some random TFOs, so I'm not just doing the same content over and over. I have story content that I should do too. Oh boy. Your head explode. You know, I don't think this account has the Vovin. I should go and check that out. Because you're right. Jeremy says it probably is because it doesn't do anything that appears on DPS parse logs. Sure, but flank. Look at all that flank damage. I know you're kidding. Oh, that's my healing platform. I was like, who's flying around me and shooting me, and why can't I target them? Lol. It is so funny not being on the beautiful build I had on my dev account because I'm just so used to tearing through this patrol, even on advanced. It's very funny to be like taking this long just to take out Marie Curie's flagship. Oh no! Sorry, Altani. That's what I hate about limited time stuff. I know why we did it, but... Oh, I can use both. Alright. Well, maybe I need to get my hands on the Vobin. Did they put it in MUDs yet? See, I'm getting better about saying they instead of we. What's one game I'm looking to play in the near future? Three Fist Band Drummer says. Everything I'm playing this week I'm pretty excited about. Tomorrow we're playing RoboQuest, which is one of my favorite FPSs. On Wednesday we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, which might be my favorite MMO. Not that I would ever cheat on Star Trek Online, but you know. And Thursday we're doing Blade Song, which if you haven't heard of Blade Song, go look it up. It's extremely cool. It's a really, really awesome game, and it's got it's about making swords, and you can make the coolest things in it. And then, you know, Friday, I'm going to be doing the, Friday I'm going to be doing Marvel Rivals, which is probably my most anticipated new game right now. Bye! Theron, I am on Ultros, which is in Primal. Yeah, we did it! Alright, let's go add that. It's already there. Perfect. Love it. I still have... So I have this ship up to T6X, but not enough traits to fill out T6X, which is really funny to me. Yeah, I would love for that too, Nihilus. You know, Jeremy has repeatedly expressed to me, and I'm sure he will again in chat, how much he wishes he had more time to add more stuff to the Phoenix box. All right, I'm gonna do a random TFO. I'm gonna do advanced. I'm not gonna do elite because I'm not a crazy person. Let's go. Did I redeem like 1,000 free Zen requests before I left? No, we do. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. We do get free Zen, or we did. But I always felt awkward about it because of the process. I had to like fill out a form and give it to the executive producer, and you know. So I didn't use it as much as I could have. Stu, I would never tell you you're a crazy person to your face. Hooray! The Phoenix wheels are turning again. For those of you who might be watching this on VOD or on YouTube, Jeremy just said, Re-Phoenix, not just time. There's biz dev conversations and analytics. Biz dev, for those of you who don't know, means business development. And analytics that have been difficult to get in shape, but those wheels have begun turning again. The wheels in my box have been turning since I looked at that loony old man. Do I have injuries that I forgot about? No. Okay, good. Oh, this is the Herald Sphere. Okay, cool. We'll be in this one for a while.
Herald forces inbound.
Right, yes, cloak. Good call. Loony old Welsh. Or grumpy old Nord. I wonder what Nord's up to. I haven't talked to him in a while. I mean, I assume still streaming and stuff, but... I deliberately set myself shorter stream times when I started this. You know, because I know, like, one of the things people say is the way to success on streaming is, like, to stream 8 hours a day. And I knew I couldn't do that. But, man, even 4 hours is a lot. Even 3.5 hours is a lot. But I know you need to continuously stream to get, like, affiliate and stuff. So we'll see how this all goes. And thanks for saying you like my ship, Three Fist. Obviously, while the Mochla is my baby and the ship that was made for me personally, the Klingon Bird of Prey is the greatest starship design of all time in all of Trek. That's the plan, Clipmander. Today, I guess it's only 3.5 hours, because I was planning on going to 6:30. Honestly, I'll see how it is after this, how I'm feeling after this TFO. I may cut that a little short for our very first stream, because we've been so successful anyway, and I'm tired. But we'll see. More like Nerd of Prey. Yeah, exactly. Wait, I'm not in range of anything to kill? No, I miscalculated that entirely. Let me close this gateway. I can't close the gateway. I've forgotten how to play this TFO. It's been too long. I'm gonna go attack these guys over here. And that EMP probe. I wish the Mochla refit showed up elsewhere as an NPC or something. It's so beautiful, Clipmander says. To which I respond, the Mochla should be everywhere. When the Mochla is not on screen, people should be asking, where's the Mochla? I would hope to see. I'd love to see this be a rousing success for me too, Jeremy. I'm honestly having the time of my life tonight. I'm just also realizing that I've spent 2 hours and 15 minutes so far in a very comfortable chair, but still a computer chair, in the dark in my office. No thanks. Uh-oh. I'm on fire! And I'm also stuck, but I don't seem to be in a tractor beam. Oh, well, there I go. Well, thanks for coming in, Three Fist Band Drummer, and I'll see you later. I was at a tractor beam, but I just couldn't see it, Stu? Okay. That makes sense. Most of the time when I blow up, it's user error. Oh, it was purple. That's probably why I didn't see it. Ow, 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 ow. I need my Lucari, oh shit button.
Gateway opening at 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I've always called it that. And then I was like, can I say that on an official Cryptic stream? But on my stream, I'm sure I could call it that. I really miss being able to hit Ox to bat and get all my Bridge of Officer tactical abilities back. Whoa, somebody hit them with the mother of all force fields there. Yeah, I just realized I don't think I have my Mochla console equipped on this. It'd be fun to spin these guys around. All right. Night, Gobo. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Yeah, you know what I think I'm going to do? Rather than saying my streams are going to be from like 3:30 to 6:30, I think I'm just going to say the streams start at a certain time, unless I have a hard out. Like tomorrow I'll have a hard out because I have to go to my other gig. I might just not, you know, I'll just say I don't have an end time. And then if I'm feeling like going a long time, I can. If I'm not feeling it, if I'm starting to get tired, that's what I'll do. Seems like a more sustainable way to do it. What do y'all think? Nihilus says this is the way. Oh my god. I'm not working on a Star Trek game anymore. I can quote Star Wars all I want. Brakes! Where are the brakes? Yeah, TFOs are really the bread and butter of this game. But they've been around for a while. I mean, I remember when I first started 8 years ago, we had the queue list that, you know, when we changed that, everybody freaked out for months. Video game players fear change. Story at 11. Yes, you should, Jerry. The last season of Mando is very good. Like all of the seasons of Mando, it's mostly fluff with some good action, but sometimes that's just what you want. I've been watching the heck out of this anime called Shangri-La Frontier, and I cannot recommend it enough when you need to just turn your brain off. It's a game where, or it's a show about playing VR games like Sword Art Online, but unlike things like Sword Art Online, nobody gets trapped in the game. There's no if you die in the game, you die in real life kind of stuff. It's just people playing video games who are really good at them, and they're VR games, so it can be cool anime action sequences. And there's absolutely zero stakes, none whatsoever, and it's really fun that way. I was talking about the queue changes before the random TFO changes, Kraus. So not just adding random TFOs, but we changed it from a very ugly list to a slightly less ugly list, and everybody lost their mind. I did not turn on lock trajectory as far as I'm aware, but it seems to be activated. How annoying was Sony and Microsoft when dealing with updates and patches and stuff? Actually, super not annoying. Sometimes it was frustrating to have to get things through cert, and there were certainly some things that could be frustrating with cert. But it was never a painful process, and we had really good relationships with them. I can't even see what I'm shooting at. Okay, there we go. Okay, so way back in 2012 was the Q introduction. That's more than 10 years ago. Ow. We watched Dancing with the Stars a lot at home, and the fact that they've been on since 2003 is somewhat terrifying. Oh, yeah. It was funny. I don't know. Back me up on this if you remember, Jeremy. I vaguely remember there was a big uproar when we changed from the one list to the other list, and you couldn't see the amount of people who were queued anymore. But the the amount of people playing the queue was never actually an accurate number. It's kind of like when people use how many people are seen as playing a game on Steam. I'll take that. I don't have a fleet. Is STO actually popular on console? Yes! Is it the most popular game on console? No. But it's still pretty popular. We have a big player base there. They have a big player base there. Alright, how did that do? Cool! Only 46,000 more to go. There we go. Yeah, the people queued only ever showed the people actually waiting. I remember that now, which meant it was always a low value because people were being mashed and put into TFOs. I will, if people want me to join their fleet in Star Trek Online, I think we're going to have to set up some kind of Olympic event to determine that. You know, we'll have to do some kind of challenges. I'll get Jeremy and Nick and Thomas to help me figure out what those should be. Maybe we'll bring back the speed race, the shuttle race from the Delta Quadrant. Just for those of you watching this on VOD or on YouTube, the last thing Jeremy said was the only time the people queued number got high was when we had server problems. Which, why would we want to advertise that in a way that made it look like the queue was popular? Yes, only when we have server problems are people playing ISE. Okay, so it is 5:23. I have played a lot of Star Trek Online, and I have sat in this chair and done a lot of talking, and I did a lot of talking at my other gig earlier. I think that instead of trying to force myself through, I'm going to sign off for these streams when I'm done with them. Sure, Stu. Rather than trying to stretch them out. So I think I'm going to sign off now for this. But I will be back tomorrow. We'll be starting at noon. I will literally be coming from therapy right into streaming, which means we'll probably be starting at like 12:15, actually. It'll be RoboQuest. It's our first roguelike stream. RoboQuest is a really fun game. It's got really fast gameplay, but it's a roguelike, so you're just going through over and over again. It's been one of my favorite games to play during meetings, during remote work, because if you've got an ADHD brain like that, you need something to do while you're sitting and listening to people talk. So I hope y'all enjoy that. I'm going to run you through some commands in the chat. First of all, feel free to follow me on the socials there. Would love to see. I thought I turned off Nightbot. Oh, okay. All right. I got to go through and mess with Nightbot some more for the next stream. Sorry, Nihilus. But follow me on Blue Sky, at VengeanceGOD, on Twitter, at VengeanceGOD, on Instagram, at Broken Infinity Films. I have 3 podcasts that I would love for you to tune into. Oops, it's just Ace of Geeks. That's right. Which are the Ace of Geeks podcast, where me and my 3 best friends get together every week. Each week we bring something that we watched or consumed from the week, and then each person describes the thing they brought. There'll be 4 things every time, and then we decide which thing is the best. So, like, previous winners have included Deadpool and Wolverine. I think Star Trek Online won once. But it's a fun little format. We've got The Edge of Reality, which is our TTRPG podcast. That show has 2 seasons that are out right now. The first one is Kids on Brooms. If you find yourself interested in finding out what happens in a magical school that isn't transphobic, then you could go there. And we've got a great season of awkward teenagers. And the second season was Candlekeep, which is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We once again play awkward teenagers who won a contest to go to a magical library that definitely isn't super deadly. I play Darek, not Derek, Darek, the Dragonborn rogue. And then Yavin Radio is probably my favorite of the 3 podcasts, although I love Ace of Geeks. We've been doing it for more than a decade. And Edge of Reality is really fun. But Yavin Radio is a show where myself and my best friend Jairus, we play 2 Rebel Alliance officers who are still on Yavin base after the Battle of Endor. So it's after Return of the Jedi. And in order to help the Rebel Alliance, they start a podcast to tell the story of the Rebels. And they interview the weird people they find on base. It's a completely improvised comedy podcast. We bring in really fun people to interview. This season, we have some really cool guests like Danielle Radford and Star Wars Explained. So I think you'll really enjoy it. Check it out. As mentioned many times on here, I got a Discord. We got a Discord. It's for the Ace of Geeks, for the League of Swords, and now for this streaming channel. Go ahead and click on that. Come and join us. A bunch of you already did tonight, which is very exciting. Would love to see you there. I should, because YouTube is watching this too. All of those podcasts can be found on the Ace of Geeks podcast network, which is aceofgeeks.net. And I will post my Discord link in the YouTube chat again. Finally, they tell me that streamers are supposed to have wish lists. I feel kind of weird about it, but I made a Throne account anyway. So if you feel like you want to buy me something, I don't know. I feel weird about it, but if you want to, the link is there. Yeah. So tomorrow, 12:15 p.m. PT, we will be playing RoboQuest. It is a really, really fun game. I think you'll all enjoy watching it, and I will enjoy hanging out and chatting with you. So I really hope everybody tunes in. Thank you all so much for joining for the first stream. It really, really made my world that there were all these people here, and that you all hung out and chatted, and that we got to get a little bit of that 10 forward magic back. I really appreciate it. And so, did I miss any commands that I should do or things I should plug? I'm gonna check real quick. Nope, that's it. Okay. Oh yeah, yes there is. I missed the League of Swords, which you saw an episode of today. The League of Swords is my web series and live event series here in Los Angeles, where you could see amazing action and cool storytelling and wild characters, and you never know who will pop up next. And I play an evil video game boss named Vengeance. So you should really check that out. It's a lot of fun. Go subscribe to that YouTube channel if you can. And give us a follow here on Twitch, a subscribe there on YouTube. Anything you can do helps. It's been amazing seeing how many of you have come in already and be so supportive. Thank you seriously so much. And until the next time we meet, which will be again tomorrow at 12:15, I'll see you soon. I love you all. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now.